What is microclustered water? Water from nature could be called clustered water. We all know that it flows out from fountain springs or falls as rainwater. Here, clustered means that the water shows an alignment in its molecules and therefore has a specific natural order. All healthy living plants have clustered water in them. The water that we consume nowadays is usually unclustered water, as many kinds of tap water are unclustered. Newly born animals as well as human babies have received the best from their mothers and have a sort of microclustered water in them, which makes them look fresh and young. Dr. Lawrenson began with the premise that the body becomes literally toxic due to the use of water of unclustered character, which leads to a lowering of the hydration rate of the body cells. The cells welcome clustered and reject unclustered water. Also, this water tastes flat. For example, microwave ovens shatter the clustered structure of water. When you cook food in a microwave oven, it always has less taste than food cooked on a stove or in a normal oven.
Microclustered water contains chopped up, pre-aligned water molecules and can easily make sharp turns, subsequently reaching far into the corners of the body. Its absorption power in the cells is thus very high. Clustered water transports nutrients, enzymes and proteins into the cells more efficiently, whilst simultaneously removing waste products and helping to maintain proper communication between cells. Dr. Lawrenson has succeeded in making microclustered water by circulating steamed water through a laser beam while adding a special magnetic field, containing and transcribing the healthy information that a certain substance contains. In the picture we see a crystal with a tortoise shell formation of microclustered water, informed with the transcription of kefir bacteria, the basis of a famous lactic acid drink, originating from the Caucasus region of Russia. Many people there reach an age of over 100 years. With the development of this water, Mrs. Lawrenson recovered her health.
Using the same principle, flower essences and homeopathical remedies are being produced. In this case, the transcription is not done by a laser beam, but either by sunlight or by manual or mechanical shaking. And interestingly enough, when water is treated in this manner with aromatic floral oils, the ice crystals have a tendency to mimic the shape of the original flower, as you can see here happening with chamomile.
This picture shows the crystallized tap water of Tokyo with its strange formations. In the following we will see what is possible by simply giving healthy information to this water with a modern high-tech device. In principle it functions like the tuning fork experiment, which almost everybody did once, maybe at school. One places two tuning forks of the same frequency in line, and then one of them is struck. The sound is transmitted to the other tuning fork, which starts vibrating without making direct contact. This property is called resonance.
After transcribing the Hado information of an immune code with a magnetic resonance analyzer to a sample of Tokyo tap water, the second picture shows such an enormous change that it's hard to believe that it is the same water as was used for the first crystal. Water has a very high retention capacity of information, and this method of energy transmission through resonance is already used in televisions, radios as well as cellular phones. In fact, there are many things around us that actually make use of this Hado or Chi technology, although they are named differently. We know that on a molecular level, everything is in motion at a very high speed. This motion forms a magnetic field or vibration of which there are no two alike, just like it's visible in the crystals.
Modern science is just beginning to explain this phenomenon through recent developments, for example in chaos theory. The main reason for this is that it changes according to the consciousness of the observer and in the way one observes things. For his part, Dr. Emoto says that the world of the neutrino is at the same level of consciousness as that of human beings. It was also possible to show that a big change from their original state could be seen in the pictures of water crystals, although no change at all was evident when the same water was investigated and measured by conventional methods of scientific analysis. In this context, it is interesting to consider the people drinking the heavily contaminated water of the Ganga River without getting sick.
After obtaining all these surprising results when experimenting with music, language, names, pictures and resonance transcription, Dr. Emoto could not resist stepping further into the territory of human consciousness. He now wanted to find out what kind of change human thought could cause. The idea started after a sad and painful experience that Japan had some years ago. Immediately after the great Hanshin Awaji earthquake on January 17, 1995, the crystal pictures of the water from Kobe expressed the horror inherent in the consciousness of the inhabitants. The crystals were completely destroyed, and it was a picture that made people shudder. Dr. Emoto and his team felt that they could not make this information public due to its expression of extreme misery.
However, only 3 months after that, the ice crystals tell a different story, one of hope. After helping hands and sympathy from all over the world was sent to the people of Kobe, and although the rubble was piled up high, people were able to restore their environment due to the kindness and warmth of others. This crystal seems to have absorbed these feelings also.
In February 1997, Dr. Emoto did the experiment with the chi, soul and spirit of 500 people. He describes it as follows.
I sent letters to 500 Hado instructors across Japan, all graduates of my Hado Institute, with the following text. At 2 p.m. on February the 2nd, 1997, I will leave a cup containing a sample of Tokyo tap water on the table in my office. Please transmit your feelings to that water simultaneously from all over Japan. Of course, for this water to become cleansed, please send the chi, soul and spirit of love and the wish that the water should become clean. Thank you very much.
And this is the picture of the crystal obtained only a short time later. Dr. Emoto and his team had not expected it, but they were able to observe a clear change in the condition of the water. All of the staff were so impressed that they were almost ready to cry. They felt deeply appreciative of all those who cooperated in this experiment from all over Japan. Everybody started to appreciate that people's thoughts could be gathered regardless of how far apart they are. The silent power of good wishes is reflected in this delicately clear and beautiful picture.